She keeps us on our toes.
For 9-year-old Natalie Baker, life is one big adventure.
She loves Girl Scouts. She loves to dance. She loves to sing. She wants to be a veterinarian / singer / dancer when she grows up.
And for parents Jennifer and Damon Baker, Natalie is their whole world.
She's it.
But one family excursion not far from their El Paso home nearly took their world away.
Natalie had a UTV, which is kind of a side-by-side ride-in ATV, and we have four-wheelers. So we were going to go out that day and just kind of ride around the desert and do some exploring.
We had a routine in place. He was supposed to ride up front so that he could give her signals and instruct her what to do.
But that ride was anything but routine.
There's a road out there that goes across the desert. As we were coming up on the road, we're not sure why, but she either didn't see me tell her to slow down and stop, or just wasn't paying close enough attention.
Natalie didn't see the truck.
Watching her get hit by the pickup was terrifying, absolutely terrifying.
Damon says the truck blocked his view of his daughter, but as he raced toward her, he just hoped her helmet and the roll cage had done their jobs. He had never considered what he was about to see.
It was completely on fire.
And Natalie was unconscious.
My gloves actually melted when I was reaching in, because I went to pull her out, realized that the seatbelt was still attached, and then had to reach back in through the fire to disengage the seatbelt.
Natalie was flown here to UMC, the only burn unit between Dallas and Albuquerque.
The type of injury that in a child that age, it could take their lives. And so we were just worried about getting her to survive, literally for the next several days. And it was very touch and go.
Dr. John Griswold says his team at UMC was not only treating significant burns, but injuries Natalie sustained during the actual crash.
Almost 2/3 of her body was burned. Almost all of it was 3rd degree. But you have to remember that this is a really bad burn in addition to a bad wreck. So she had a very bad pelvis and hip fracture at the same time.
Natalie would spend the next 80 days in ICU.
And a 3rd degree burn goes all the way through the layers of the skin and cannot heal until we do surgery.
Natalie's burns required not one surgery or two or even a dozen. She underwent 15 surgeries in those first 80 days. Her parents credit the child life specialist for keeping their daughter not only calm, but smiling through the pain.
We can't say enough nice things about them. I mean, they were there to keep Natalie comfortable and keep Natalie happy, but they also advocated for her care. When things would get to be too grown up for her, she would make everyone take a time out and kind of explain step by step to Natalie what was happening in terms that she could understand.
Weeks in ICU were followed by weeks of rehab in Lubbock. And after 5 months, doctors cleared Natalie to return home.
Yes!
But the road to recovery is far from over for this little girl and will require several trips back to Lubbock for additional treatments.
We have this laser program, and the laser literally melts the scar away.
UMC was the 3rd burn center in the world to receive this type of laser.
The scars literally become soft and flat, just like their normal skin. Natalie had a real tight scar on her left arm, and we were able to loosen that up so that her arm moves almost normally now.
Remember what they said, baby, about doing the turns.
So that's another rewarding thing that we can add to these miracle kids to help them look better, get their lives back.
Into room 1.
And for Natalie, the staff at UMC has become part of her life.
2 weeks ago, she was there for laser therapy, and we're walking up, and, most kids would have, and they prepared us for the fact that she may have PTSD, not from the accident, but from the hospital stay. And no, she walks up and goes, "Oh, Lubbock, UMC Lubbock, I've missed you." But I mean, that goes to show you what a pleasant experience UMC and Child Life had on her, because she actually looks forward to going back.
Shaylee Sanders, KCBD, News Channel 11.